Look what the cat drug in. Unchain. Oh, she's a beauty. Bought it sight unseen. You might be slightly regretting that. But I needed a dump truck. Come all the way from West Virginia. All in all, it ain't bad. It needs a little TLC on some stuff. Got a couple of leaks and gauges don't work, but all in all, the tires are good on it. Dumps and it drives. It's only got low range for some reason. I think the airlines broke off when I flip it over into high range. It just gushes out air. But I got a few big jobs coming up, and it sure would be handy to have one. So guess what? Here it is. It's a 99 Volvo A25C. The hour meter was ticking. It does show right at 9,900 hours on it after looking it over. I think it's got maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It's not really beat up too bad to be 22 years old. It's got cheater boards welded on the top, so it adds another 8 inches of payload. So the only leak I really noticed was right here. I think that cylinder's leaking and running down and everything. I did pull that, and I figured that was video worthy. Get all the air out. So yeah, all in all, it should do what I want. It's got all decent tires on it. That was the biggest thing I was worried about was the tires. You know, they're probably at least 50 or 60%, because these bad boys are expensive and hard to come by right now. I mean, these tires are probably $4,000 or $5,000 a piece right now. So if you do 5,000 times 6, well, there's your truck. I think that cylinder's going to need a little repacking. 6-wheel drive was working. It was definitely twisting when I went and made the U-turn right here. She ain't no beauty queen, but I needed to haul some dirt. It's probably only going to get 150, 200 hours a year on it, if that. So I just couldn't justify buying a nicer one. I mean, all in all, everything's fairly decent in here. It starts up and runs good. I don't think the fuel gauge works, but yeah, the parking brakes broke on it. We got to fix that. But I was talking with Logger Wade. Said it's got a brake chamber back here that's most likely not functioning, but it drives and sounds good. Gotta get a mirror right there, so you gotta park it on level ground without the park brake. I put it on like it's gonna do something, but that's my hammer right there. The fuel cap got hit with a rock or something. It doesn't want to fit on there. I'm beginning to wonder that's not the right fuel cap. The side of it was slightly bent, and I tried beating it out because I got a little bit of a gardener growing right here on the back window from all the dirt. Well, let's pump the hood on this bad boy. I'm highly doubting the air condition works. But it's pretty warm in here. We end up tying that door open. Oh me, oh my, the stuff I get myself into. But hey, we aren't all millionaires and we can't. This truck right here, brand new, is almost $350,000. That's a lot of money to spend on something that just hauls dirt. I think it needs some hydraulic oil in it. That's a little hard to do one-handed. It needs a good service, I'm sure, like everything. At least you can get to the fuel filters right there, and the oil filters look more like a pain to get to. Right there. Not a good place, but that pan right there should come off. But I do have one drip right there I need to figure out what's coming from. I'll drop that pan and check it out. Check it out. Air tank right there. But everything seems tight on it. Bed's in good shape. Not hardly, I don't even see a dent in it. I need to let it down. I was curious to see if the skid steer would load it with those cheater sides on it. I don't think it will now. There's a safety lock right here. Take that loose and bolt it through there, and that keeps the bed from dropping down. But I'm not going to get under there right now. But before I do, I'll do that. I'll lock that in place. But I think it'll work. I think it'll work. Figure out the I didn't even show you. Somebody might be able to enlighten me on this. I need to lower the bed. But start it back up. So I'm not really familiar with these trucks. Everything I've driven has been a little bit newer. But you got obviously your parking brake when it works. But you got first, second, and third. In low range, I assume, and then high range. But when I go to flip it, it just blows air out. So I think the airline, there's no airline on it. So either it's come off or somebody's taking it off for a reason. Hopefully there's not a reason. Hopefully it's just off. But I don't think I'm going to win any drag races with it. But if it'll move dirt for what I need to do, it'll pay for itself. I had to get a fan and put in here. It's going to be a little toasty in the summertime, I believe. All the stickers are missing. I don't know if that needs to go. I don't know what it needs to do for air conditioning. If it's got a compressor on it. We'll have to look into that. Got warm air blowing out of it now though. Well, there she is. Oh, we got air leaks now. Wasn't leaking before. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling at all. Huh. I'll figure it out. Alrighty. Well, there it is. Let's do some tinkering on it. Take it to a job site for long. So I couldn't stand it any longer. I've already had to come down here and start tinkering on this thing. Somebody thought it was a good idea and the mirror wouldn't fold around. Evidently just needs some oil sprayed on it. So they just bent it around And I got that pried back over, and luckily the tubing didn't break. All right, cows, I got the fuel cap fixed. So what had happened was a rock or something had come down and bent that. I kind of took a punch and beat that back around where it was round, and I don't think this was the right fuel cap. Oh gosh, come on, it comes out every other time except for when you want it to. Anyways, there's some little stoppers. Hold on, I gotta get this thing out of here so I can show you. So I don't think this is the exact right fuel cap for it, and there's some little, you know, those are the locking tabs, and then it's had these little things right here as well. Well, that was not allowing it to go down on there, so I took the angle grinder and cut those off, and now it fits on there like a glove. Let me weed in my garden here. I'll have to shovel that out. So, all right, quick question for everybody that may have one of these trucks. I assume this is the fuel tank. I have put diesel fuel in it. I have stuck something down there, and it was absolutely bone dry, but it's got to go somewhere, because that's all it is. It's only like 8 inches by that. I mean, that might be 20 gallons, so this truck holds more than 20 gallons. I haven't traced this 1.5-inch line unless there's another part of a tank in there somewhere. This was completely dry, so I dumped about 10 gallons in there to make sure that I wasn't going to run out of fuel. But while I got a few minutes before the sun goes all the way down, I'm going to take the panel off right here and see if I can find the air line that's supposed to go to the high range, and see if that'll take care of my non getting out of second gear problem. There's an access cover right here. Look what I found. Found it! This is not comfy down here. All right, well, let's see if I can get that. I can get my head out from under the steering wheel, put it back on there. All right, so I got it taken, or took the nut off the bottom of this right here, and that little bevel right there was off fitting, so I think I put that back on there the way it's supposed to be. And I think this nut, as you tighten it on there, is what compresses it on there. So I'm gonna put it back on there and see if that works when I flip it down into high range. Well, the only way to figure out if we've fixed it at least there aren't any air leaks. It's got a brand new seat in it. Let me check that out. Brand spanking new, comfy, doesn't got it dirty. It's got a horn. Oh, it has a horn, it's just no worky. The hour meter does work, it has moved. That's not currently ticking. Maybe it ticks when it wants to tick. Oh hell. It moved. Alright, before it wouldn't move in high range. Yep, we got second. No third. Why don't we have third? Maybe that's what it is. It won't go with all the axles locked. Don't let me back into nothing. I got to, hold on. Uno momentos. Well, that doesn't work, did it? Why won't it turn? There we go. Turn. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Hold on. Mirror is fixed. It's brand new, still got a Volvo sticker on it. Somebody has managed to knock that one off though. Let's not back into the trailer. It's still not. I don't know what those lights are for. Go. It won't go any faster. Grabbed another gear. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what that one does. Well, I guess I need to tinker with this thing some more and see if I can figure it out. So I messed with that a little bit more and I couldn't quite get that figured out. I probably need to cut the power off. I don't know if it really matters or not, but we'll cut that off. I mean, all in all, I think it's an okay truck. The not shifting problem is really the only thing that kind of aggravates me, because that it was said to everything shift good and it only shifts through 2 gears. Don't know. But I mean, I know it's a 22-year-old truck, 99 model. It's gonna have some leaks here and there, and I'm fine with that. That can be fixed. I don't have to deal with this. Hopefully that's, I don't know. If anybody knows more about these trucks, I don't know a whole lot about the C models, on why the what would cause that. I did get the airline fixed from low to high range, and that didn't really seem to help anything. So oh well, just tinker with it some more.